I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will explore characteristics of quadratic functions when given in factored form. The question for you is, for each quadratic function, determine the zeros, the equation of axes of symmetry, and coordinates of the vertex. We have two equations for you. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestion. The very first equation is y equals 2x times x minus 5. If we want to find zeros, we'll equate y to 0. So we'll say 0 equals to 2x times x minus 5. Now this equation is 0 if either x is 0 or x equals to 5, right? So we have to equate these two factors to 0 and find the zeros. So steps to find zeros are kind of like this. Each factor, so first factor is 2x, so I'll say 2x equals to 0. You can solve for x, we say x is equals to 0 over 2, which is 0. So that is how you get first 0. And for the other one, we'll say x minus 5 equals to 0 or x is equals to 5. So these are the two zeros for us. So we could write the zeros are at, so we say zeros are at x equals to 0 and 5, right? So that is how we get our zeros. Now the second part is equation of axes of symmetry. Now axis of symmetry is right in the center of these two zeros. So let's find the axis of symmetry. Okay, so axis of symmetry, the value is x is equals to, if the two zeros are, let's say, x1 and x2, I'm just naming them, then you have to add them and divide by 2. So basically you add your zeros, the both values which you got, divide by 2. In our case, the values are 0 and 5. So we'll add 0 and 5 and divide by 2. So axis of symmetry for us is 2.5. So that is what we get. So x equals to 2.5 is axis of symmetry. Now the last part here is we need to find the coordinates of the vertex. Now vertex will always lie on the axis of symmetry. So we know the x value, but we need to find the y value. So what we will do is for the vertex, we'll substitute x equals to 2.5 in the equation and find y value. So y is equals to 2 times x is 2.5, let me write 2.5 here, times 2.5 minus 5. Calculate this, correct? So that is, this is 2.5 with a negative sign, and here we have 5 times 2.5. So twice 2.5 is 5 times minus 2.5, right? So you can multiply them, you get negative value. You can also use calculator. 5 times 5 is 25, 5 decimal, and 10 and 2 is 12. So decimal 12.5 is the y value, and therefore you can say that the vertex is, now you can say vertex is at x value is 2.5 and the y value is minus 12.5. So that is how you can get the characteristics of the parabola, right? Some of you can also sketch this parabola by hand, right? Approximately. So we have two x-intercepts. So I'm just making a rough sketch here. So, so let us say that is the parabola. So I'm doing it in the reverse order. You should actually plot the points on the graph and then sketch it, right? So we have two x-intercepts, and one of them is on the y-axis, correct? So it looks kind of like this, where this is your axis of symmetry, right? Just to give you an idea. And these are the 2 points. So this is 0, 1, 0, and the other 0 is at 5, and this is your axis of symmetry, x equals to 2.5, and this y value is minus 12.5. Do you see that? So that is how you could actually sketch the parabola also, correct? I hope you have understood the process. I'd like you to answer the question, the part 2 of the question yourself. So follow the steps. First find out the zeros by equating each factor to 0. Then find axis of symmetry. That's the average value or the mean value of those two zeros. you get your x-axis symmetry. Once you get x-axis symmetry, substitute the point x equals to that value in the equation to find the y value and get the vertex. Correct? I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.